I am working on a bunch of new features, many of which were directly requested in the comments of my previous videos, so keep watching these videos and keep those suggestions coming. The first thing I'm adding are text fills that allow you to fill text with gradient or images. So you'll find some new settings in all of the text option groups, and you can choose the fill type. And if I choose the gradient fill type, then I can add a gradient fill to this text and customize the gradient. You can also apply images. So if I choose the image fill type, then I can browse the media library for a suitable background image and then apply that background image to the text. While text fills are a great new addition, they aren't the most important feature that I'm working on. When I configured that text gradient earlier, you might have noticed that it opened up this brand new gradient picker panel. And that is very important for a couple of reasons. The first of which is that it cleans up the settings panel. It makes gradients easier to interact with. But more importantly than that is that it introduces this new gradient field type, which means that gradients are now a first-class citizen and they can be interacted with as one thing, not a bunch of individual settings. So that means that I can, for example, copy this gradient and paste it, or I could extend this gradient to the rest of the heading modules, or I could find and replace this gradient with a new gradient. So it just makes working with gradients so much easier. But it gets even better because now that we have this new gradient field type, it opens up the possibility for gradient variables. And so I'm extending Divi's variable system and adding the new gradient variable type. When I open up my variable manager, you'll see a new gradients group. And here's a list of my website's global gradients. And when I hover over the gradient field type, there's the new dynamic content menu, and I can select from any of my global gradients. The same goes for backgrounds. So if I want to add that same gradient as a background for this column, then I can select that same global gradient. And then let's extend this to the other column. And now that my website is using a gradient variable, I can modify that one variable, and then all of the gradients across my website will change, which makes editing your website's gradients a breeze. Speaking of gradient variables, you'll also find them in the new gradient picker panel. So down here at the bottom is a list of all of my global gradients, and I can switch between list view and grid view. This new gradient picker interface is just lovely. Okay, there's one more thing that I am working on, which is an update to our recently released color palette generator. What the color palette generator does is generate an entire color system for your website, and it's a relative color system, which means everything is based off the primary color using Divi's relative colors. And you can choose between different pre-made color harmonies, analogous, complementary, split complementary, triadic, and tetradic. And depending on the color harmony type, it's going to generate secondary, tertiary, and quaternary colors, and along with tints, shades, tones, and transparencies. And this really leans into Divi's relative color system, which means everything is based on the primary color. And if you update the primary color, then all of your color variables update automatically across your entire website. That's the beauty of this system. But in the comments of that feature release video, many people were requesting the ability to create their own scales and harmonies based on specific colors and to be able to define their secondary, tertiary, and quaternary colors. And so what I did was introduce two new variable generator types, the first of which is color scales. And this allows you to generate those tints, shades, tones, and transparencies based on a specific color. So in this case, I can manually define my secondary color and then create color scales based on that color. I can choose how many of each I want and then add those variables to my website. And now I have this manually defined secondary color and all my scales based on that color. And the same thing goes for color harmonies. So if I want to create an entirely different relative color harmony based on some specific color, not my primary color, then I can go to color harmony and then generate any of the color harmonies based on that specific color. So in this case it's my secondary color, but if I wanted to create it based on some other color, then I could do that. And then you could then spin up color scales based on each of these harmonies. So that's the update, new color harmony and color scale generators. By the way, have you noticed that we have been silently adding new modules to Divi? The truth is I just haven't had the time to announce them, but we added a breadcrumbs module, SVG module. As of yesterday, we merged in a timeline module, and we're just about to wrap up a gravity forms module, Imagely module, tooltip module, Instagram feed module, and table of contents module. There's just so much stuff coming to Divi. It's hard to keep up, but let me know what you think about our pace of innovation. Am I delivering on my promise to leapfrog the competition? Is the Divi comeback real? Let me know in the comments.